Hey all, so a viewer asked me to give my thoughts on the Ruger SFAR. So I'm going to talk about the Ruger SFAR today. Now, before I get into the video, I want to say if you like this content, shares, likes, comments, subscriptions, all that, I really appreciate it. It really helps me fight the algorithm that does not want this content on YouTube. Doesn't cost anything. I really appreciate it, so thank you. Also down below, I got coupon codes from companies that help us out. I provide coupon codes for my viewers, so if you're interested in getting some good deals, look down below. So, the Ruger SFAR. Ruger's been kind of knocking some interesting stuff out of the park lately. They did that the 5.7 carbine, and now they're doing this. They basically reinvented the AR-10, made it smaller, made it lighter, and basically more practical. I've always been a fan of guns that go lighter. One of my favorite revolvers is my 329 PD because it's titanium and scandium, and it's much lighter than some of the steel versions, which makes carrying it that much easier. Kind of with the same thing with this, with making the AR-10 lighter and smaller and easier to carry around, you're more likely to actually be able to use it, and carry it on maybe whatever you're, needing that rifle for that day. It's nice to see 308 get some love. It just doesn't seem like you hear as much about 308 anymore. There's been other newer, fancier, and more expensive cartridges that have kind of eclipsed it, and you hear more about. Where it's kind of nice to see 308 get some love. It's definitely no slouch. It's definitely as compared to 5.56, you're going to have a much more long range rifle. Be able to hold that momentum, quote, stopping power, at longer distances because it's a much heavier bullet and it's more of a full-size rifle cartridge compared to like an intermediate 5.56 223. But yeah, so it's definitely something that interests me. It's nice seeing the 308 get some love. Looks like they're doing it in two barrel lengths, the 20-inch being the longer, which is something I'm going to be interested in because again, 308 likes having a longer barrel, much like full rifle cartridges. The longer barrel is going to give you a lot more energy out of the round. So I'm excited to see that. MSRP on them doesn't look too bad. It's under 1,300, which is really nice. I've rumored hearing the street price is around 11, so hey, that'll be interesting. I'll be waiting until I'm out of California, then I'll probably be looking at this. I don't see it coming to California, but maybe in the future I will get that, which, hint, hint, I might be leaving California in the next year or so. More on that later. But yeah, so definitely something that interests me. I like seeing how they set it up. One of the things that I really like is in the past, I have a Ruger AR 5.56, got it many years ago, and one of the things about it that kind of was a downfall was I had to put all new furniture on it. Not the end of the world. A lot of people bought a lot of AR-15s with basic furniture and had to replace it with the Magpul or M-Lock or whatever they were looking for. This rifle, you don't have to do that. It comes with a nice handguard that has M-Lock on it and a Picatinny rail and everything on it. So you can put your optics, you can put your sights, you can put your scopes, you can put whatever you want on it. You can put your flashlight, your bipod, whatever attachments you're looking to put on it, your slings and everything can go right on it from the factory. You don't have to buy a new handguard. So it's really nice to see them do that. And again, the whole rifle is pretty much set up where you can take it out of the box and you don't have to change anything. You just put your sight system on it, throw a sling on it, throw a bipod on it, and you're ready to go hog hunting. Which something like this would be an excellent option for hunting a dangerous game or whatever issue you might have that requires a little more hard barrier penetration, a little more energy to handle. So yeah, definitely a rifle that interests me. Again, it definitely, I like seeing Ruger put out some stuff. I've always kind of considered Ruger to be a pretty decent company. Maybe not the most high end, super bougie company, but definitely a good value for your money style company. So it's nice to see them do that. I still am waiting for them to make something in 44 Auto Mag or 44 Magnum, preferably. So, if you're listening, Ruger, again, still waiting for that 44 carbine, but I'll give you some more time. Maybe you guys will get to it at some point. But yeah, so again, I just kind of think it's a nice looking rifle. Looks good. The lightweight. I'm sure some people might not like that because it's going to probably shoot a little bit heavier. Be a little more higher recoil because obviously less weight. It's going to bounce around a little bit more. That doesn't bother me. Again, like uh, odds are, whatever you're using it for, you're not going to be mag dumping this at the range, especially not with current ammo prices. So I like having a rifle that's going to be a little bit easier to carry around, a little bit easier to, handle, and again, like I'm sure a good prime example of something you could do with this would be like hog hunting or something like that, where you're going to want a rifle that's lightweight. You're going to want something you don't have to lug around and groan every time you have to pick it up and shoulder it to walk around for the next couple hours. So, really an interesting rifle. Put down below what you think. Is this something that interests you, or have you kind of moved on from 308 to one of the more fancy new calibers? But put down below what you think, and have a good day.